Hello again. In this video we're going to show you how to change your rear gear oil in the SYM HD200. Pretty simple procedure, only takes some basic tools in about 5 maybe 10 minutes. You'll need a 10mm socket, wrench, whatever it is of your choice. This makes it a lot easier to have a syringe. This particular one is called the Mix Miser. Available at most stores. It's for mixing 2-cycle. It will hold 60 cc's. The rear end takes 100, so we'll have to do 2 batches of 50. Makes it easy. You'll also need rear gear oil. My preference is Spirax HD. It's 85/140 weight. Since I don't use synthetic, you're supposed to change this every 3,000 kilometers, but I decide to change it every time I do the oil change, which will be in the next video. It does help to have some spare rags around, and also it helps to have some something to catch it with. I'm going to use this to actually hold it and measure it while I suck it up in the syringe. Okay, here's the back view. This top hole is the filler hole. That would be where you put the gear lube in, and right here is the bottom drain hole. I always pull the bottom drain hole first, as the oil tends to come out a little bit slower, and then I release the top one, which really starts to flow. It is gear oil. It does not come down as quickly as normal oil, but it does come down. And we're ready. Okay, it's opened up. And see, it's slowly starting to drip out right now. It causes a little less mess if you take off this top one last. If you take it off first, then it will be a little bit more messier since the air is allowed to flow through. Okay, the top one is done. Watch your wind. If you're windy outside, this gear oil will blow. Still looks relatively clean. There is some dirt in there, but again, I do change this every 1,000 miles anytime I do a normal oil change. I'm gonna let this sit and drip out for a few minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we're going to put the plugs back on. I've already poured some rear gear oil in the measuring cup here and pulled up 50 cc's in the syringe. I'll be putting that in as soon as I put these bolts back in, but I wanted to show you something real important. These washers are one-way washers. If you notice, there's a little lip on the one side. That is the side that goes towards the bolt. Look a little closer. Can't quite get an angle on it, but you'll see that sometimes you'll see little circular rings on this. These are seating rings, and it coincides with the surface right on the drain plugs. If you look closely, you'll see that those are also in a circular pattern. This helps it seat up so it doesn't leak too well, so you should not put these washers on backwards. If you forget or don't have the manual to see how much rear gear oil it takes, it's listed right here, and you really can't miss it. It says gear oil 0.1 liter, which is 100 cc's. Okay, now we're going to take the syringe after we put the top plug, or the bottom plug back in, and I'm going to try to see if I can successfully do this one-handed. Do not go too fast. You try to want to get some kind of air inside there, otherwise you're going to try pressurizing it. It's a little hard to push. Just squeeze it down. Okay, that was 50 cc's. I'm going to go back down in here, fill it back up again, and do the same thing. Okay, here is the second syringe full. Minimal mess, a little bit of a drippage, but it won't be nearly as much as if you try doing it without the syringe, trust me. Okay, put the top bolt back on, cap it off. Make sure this is tight, not too tight, and that's it. There's no warming it up, no doing anything. It's probably better to have the oil nice and warmed up when you actually do this, so go run the block a couple of times, that's all. You don't need anything major, and again, this will save you some money. I do it every single time I do my oil. It's cheap, why not? Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Slacking low for this not helping.